Hi, it's me, the tiny Katie She who lives in your walls. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Catterday. How are we all doing? Are we having a good day? What's everyone been up to? Do tell, do tell, do tell, do tell, do tell. I got a sandwich from the shops today. That was exciting. And some Mogu Mogu drink, the chewy water. And a Snickers cheesecake. Yay, Pixel Katie. Exactly. We're playing pixel games today. We're gonna have a bad time together. Is everyone excited to have a bad time? Yay! Yay, bad times! Yahoo! We're gonna have a bad time together to celebrate this Saturday. That's the goal. That is the goal today. But it's okay, because we got Ego. We'll be fine. We've got a little Ego down here. Nom 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 nom. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, probably. Maybe. Hopefully. I feel like we'll figure it all out. I was up until 4:30 in the morning in VR chat drinking, and then got out of bed at 1 p.m. to play card games. That honestly sounds incredible, Zara. And how was the emo club night? Was it good? I was thinking about it the whole time, like, dang, I want to go to emo club night. Let's head to the gaming room, shall we? Boop doop 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 doop. Oh, hang on. Boop doop 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 doop. I got stuck. Boop doop doop. Okay. Now we can go. Boop doop 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 doop. Ah. Boop doop 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 doop. Boop doop doop. Okay. And I think I'm gonna live here. I think I like it down here. Yeah, this feels good to me. Her head too thick for an off-screen wall. That's true. That's what they say about me. My head is thick. I think that's what they're saying. People call me thick a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's a compliment, right? Right? It's like a compliment. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's a compliment, right? Right? Yeah. You're dancing by 4 people. That sounds incredible. Oh, that sounds so good. It is when Dave says it. Well, that's all that matters, right? Welcome on in, lovely people. We are playing Bad End Theater. Listen to the music. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-boo, boop-a-boo, boop-a-boo. This is a short game, so we're expecting to finish it in a singular stream, which means if you're here at the start, you will hopefully get to experience the end with us. This is a game called Bad End Theater, and my general idea of it is you play various characters and they're going to have a bad time. So if you need to be mindful of the content warnings, we do have them pinned. But in general, expect gore, violence, bloodshed, sweary language, you know, the usual good times. That's what we're expecting. So, shall we get right into it, huh? I love pixel games that are edgy as fuck. I don't know why I'm so weak to that. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. Oh, also, fun nerd note. This entire game is coded in Rampy. I didn't expect it when I saw how pixely it is, but this is running on the Rampy engine. And it's really nicely skinned to look all pixely. I thought it was going to be an RPG Maker one, but nope, Rampy! You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. We love trauma! But first of all, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whatever doll you like. The Devil doll, because it makes me think of Dave. I'm Devil. Or the human. I'm Devil. You control the Demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business like Dave. How will you interact with the human doll? I'm gonna play nice. You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. No! You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset and try again. This time, I'm the human. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? I'm gonna play nice! You and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theatre whatsoever, so the omnipotent presence here is a sadist. Okay, yeah, that's familiar. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behaviour in advance. As you just saw, these behaviours will automatically be set to what you chose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theatre actually doubles as a puzzle game. We love puzzles. Now, try turning the doll's behaviour on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay, so let's go for Hostile and wicked, because we haven't seen those. Yeah. We're gonna attack it. You killed a human doll in cold blood! How ruthless! I think I'm done. I think we've done all the so we've done demon kills human, we've done human kills demon. We've done human and demon befriend each other. Oh, we haven't done human is friendly. And demon is wicked. I'm gonna play nice. Wait, hang on. It wasn't wicked enough, hang on. Wicked. Okay, the wicked box needs to be on. I'm gonna play nice. You try to make friends with a demon doll, but it kills you. Okay, we understand it now. Hi, Tearsheet! I'm done. Do you understand how to play? Yeah, I get it. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show! Yay! Okay. We can be the hero, a maiden, an underling, or the overlord. Oh, okay, let's start with the hero. You're the hero! You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. Dave says you could also turn off hostile so when the demon doll plays nice, the human would not kill it. I think that would give us the same ending where they both become friends. Hello, pizza! You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though you were born to play this role. It's me, I'm Hero. Same ending, just from a different MC POV. That's true. You head off on your own adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. I'm gonna flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating and hot. I think I've seen this art before. Oh, you got Hades. I hope you have a great time with it, pizza. Let us know how it goes. Let us know what your favourite weapons end up being. There's no way to sneak past the monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Ask if they'll let you in. Hello, will you let me in, please? You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. Oh, they're sweetie pies. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. I got Chesh Hades for her birthday, but she's having trouble finishing a run. Tell her not to hesitate to turn on God mode. God mode gives you a little boost for every death, so if you're struggling, God mode is great. We love God mode. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. She already has. Oh, tell her to keep going. She'll get there. She'll get there. Also, like, if she means like complete a run as in run to the very end of the story, it takes a long time to reach the end of the story. Or is she just like struggling to just even hit the death point? I'm wanting to help. I want to help Chesh. I believe in her. Tell her I believe in her. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Useless hero end. So we reset the stage. Let's go for Slaughtery Hero. In fact... well, we're gonna play him so we can make our own choices. Okay. We've got to rescue a maiden. Demon soldiers block our path. We're gonna kill them. Sorry, friends. Sorry. Not much to meet Meg. Oh, she'll get there. She'll get there. Tell her we're rooting for her. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. Oh no, the blood on the cape makes me sad. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past them. We're gonna cut through the demon army. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. Oh no, he looks so sad. I'm sorry. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like this. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing, murdering all of her soldiers. I'm sorry. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. He goes, what? What maiden? She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you aren't fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You've become so strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero! Okay, so neither of us... Oh, wait, I went the wrong way. I didn't mean to exit the theatre. What does exit the theatre do? It takes me back to the start. Okay, that's okay. We're going in. Yeah, Hades takes a while to get into the flow of it. I dread to think how long it took me to actually, like, get the hang of it, because I'm not... That kind of gaming doesn't come naturally to me. Let's go for the maiden. Let's find out what her deal is about. Oh no, I forgot to change the personality so the hero's still bloodthirsty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You're told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you're a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. Oh, girl, that's a rough fate. But also a hot fate, depending on the romance novel. I feel like dutiful is another word for bloodthirsty in this game. His duty is blood and vengeance. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You're in church. You pray to your god asking why you've been born into this role of maiden. Why was I born hot? You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. It's true, it's me! I am impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, you know, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Hello! You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting a lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. A bad ending! Consumed maiden. The maiden is immediately eaten by the underling. Oopsie. Let's go again. We'll get out of the patient. You're not a surgeon, that's fair. Okay, we need to be less polite. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. We see the underling. Shout for the hero to come save you. Ah, hero! You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting a lot. How painful. Oh no! Okay, interesting. So that's as far as we can get in that one just now. Let's go be the underling and see if we can figure it out. This game is about bad endings, Pizza. It's about bad endings and trying to avoid them or trying to run into them. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. I reckon if we can change the underling to be less bloodthirsty, then we'll be able to progress the maiden story. You didn't turn politeness off in the maiden run, that's why nothing changed. I don't think that's it. I think the politeness and the dutiful and the non-violence settings are for how they're behaving passively in the background if you're not in that POV. I don't think those checkboxes apply when you're in the POV, and I think the only way to get the maiden story ticking is by running through the underling one and figuring out how to swap them from their default personality. But we'll see if I'm proven wrong. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. It's the two from the gate. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne, do they though? You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. We can go disloyal, let's overthrow her. Or we can go, let's not. I feel like if everything's the same, both apply as well. Okay, let me see, I'll check that next. Let's overthrow her. No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree it's time for a change of management. Oh, they've got a little crown. I can do that. Hang on. Let me get a crown too. It's not quite the same, but it's close enough. Haha! We're twinsies. We're twinsies. Ignore the fact that my crown is sideways, okay? I'm doing my best here. And so one of the options currently given to you has disloyal next to it. Turn off disloyal and the option won't be there. I don't know, I feel like that just gets filled in more as you discover their personalities. But we shall see. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that? You announce your first act of rebellion is to take the day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them that you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. I'm not sure my friends are very trustworthy. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Yippee! The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come and save her. You consider your options. Gobble her up is the hungry option, or tell her to quit yelling. Nam. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back. Nam 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 nam. You start devouring the maiden without a second thought, and you feel proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! Yay! Recognition! Attention! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. Yaha! The curtain closes. The underling performs a brilliant massacre. Okay, so now we've got hungry and disloyal as the options for the underling. And we have polite turned off on the maiden. So let's try with polite turned off as Dave was suggesting. The maiden is no longer polite. You're a maiden. You are not polite. Do do do. A demon underling appears. Okay, your options are introduce yourself, which is the polite one. So the polite option is still there, so I do think it's about kind of unlocking the other characters. Or you can shout for the hero to come save you, and they won't. Sorry, girly. Nom 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 nom. Rip. So now let's try and get the underling on a different path. I think we're going to see if we try the other paths. We've done hungry and disloyal. If we try the other paths, I think we're going to unlock those passives for them. Do do do. And I can skip with right button. I don't actually have a controller nearby. Let's not overthrow her. You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty damn good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others nod, but they don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be much more effort than it's worth. They might be about to murder me, it's true. We are still going to be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. Yippee! I roll in the grass. And suddenly, a maiden. And I'm going to tell her to quit yelling. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like your friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. I like their little face. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make more sense for them to have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you've got nothing better to do. La da 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 da. Dave said they're going to murder you. Why did you assume the demons were going to murder me, huh? Do we need to examine some prejudices? So far, the demons have been remarkably non-violent unless I force them to be violent. Apart from this little guy who apparently was born violent, but we can fix him. We can fix him. He just wants to roll in the grass. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. I brought you a maiden! The Overlord asks you where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. Oh no, I'm getting told off by Mum! You apologise for disobeying, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and say everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. The Overlord's so sweet, I love her. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think... Hey buddy, I think maybe we shouldn't have said that. Uh-oh. She gives you a look and says, and you say that was just a joke, of course, boss. Don't worry about it, boss. It's fine, boss. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Oh god, I do need a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find out that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk. Okay, yeah, our hero is still set to bloodthirsty. We might want to fix that. Avenge them! Violence! Who does this guy think he is, coming in here and killing everyone? What did we ever do to him? We didn't do anything in this timeline. You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard, who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You like that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go free you, but there is no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. I'm a victorious underling. I died doing it, but I was victorious. Hi, Ari.
Give me an egg.
Okay, let's do that
My
again, but
name's
we're not going to fight
Gustari.
the hero.
It's pronounced honk.
Let's
Honk.
not. Quit yelling! Okay, we're gonna do a bit of a cowardly thing here. We're gonna try and save ourselves. Honk honk! Honk honk! Honk honk! Honk honk! More honking, please. Honk honk! Honk honk! Honk honk! Honk honk! Honk honk! Are we out of honks? No more honks? No more honks? This music's a bop, though. I'm out. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you for the honks. Let's do save ourselves. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known for as far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that, Unk! Yay! Unk! You play Unk! I placed this hash on you placed this hash on me, Katie. I did not. I would never do that. That's illegal. Enjoy your lyric, Artie. Unk. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role, not as an underling but as a demon. Yahahaha, I'm a wicked little fella. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully alone in some deep dark forest somewhere. And I deserted, oh no. This game has over 48 outcasts, that's so cool. I love that. And let's see the Overlord next, I think. In fact, no, let's make the hero diplomatic and see how things go differently now. Let's not overthrow her. Quit yelling, please, maiden. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up, rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. Uh-oh. They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Uh-oh. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. It's true. That's kind of mean. They slit your throat in response. Uh-oh. Faithful underling! I was a good boy. No regrets. Let's go for let's not again. Quit yelling, please. Okay, let's kill the Overlord this time. You tell me you were just joking and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes, accurate. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figure they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan! That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance! Yaha! There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this, uh-oh. But you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord, Besides, no one's got any better ideas. Oh, look at the cool color palette change. That's neat. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. The maiden's here? Hi, maiden. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck! Ah! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. I feel like maybe my friends are not friend-shaped. Look at them here. They're scheming. They're scheming. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. I like how the Overlord was just sleeping, and now she's like, what? Hello to you, good morning to you as well. You shout the humans are liars! Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea, and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place. Crush beneath my heel! She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the two humans. And then the room bursts into flames. Uh-oh. 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 Yep, very hot, Sorry, I agree. Also, I love that she's, like, sleeping all day. It's like, wow, she's just like me, for real, for real. She's got the big depresso, huh? She got the big wintertime depresso, but all the time. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish you get that chance. Oh no, Plan A was to burn the room. Oh no, I forgot Plan A. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. Yeah, they would have, little friend. Trust me. Trust me, I know these things. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. Oh no, my chest. At least she made it quick. The underling is killed by the Overlord out of retribution. Okay, so the underling only has hungry and disloyal as options. Interesting. Let's see the maid. So if I turn off hungry and turn off disloyal, and then try and play the maiden's story now. I'm going to introduce myself. Because they're no longer hungry. You tell them that you're a maiden from a nearby village. You tell them you are thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to really have been listening to you, which is a little irritating. Oh, I turned them into a little himbo. They're no longer hungry, no longer disloyal, they're just happy in the grass. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you're introduced to the Overlord. I'm still waiting to find out which ending has the Overlord and the maiden making out. I'm hoping for that too! We need that. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. Aww. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. I love them just skipping out the door like la 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 la. Back to the grass. The underling is dismissed and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. Oh, she's interested! You explain why you've come and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or do anything that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told the demons would one day seek you out and something awful would happen, then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. Oh, the Overlord is so stinking cute. I love her design. She's adorable. The little pointy ears, the horns, the third eye. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. She's like, what? What? You seem perfectly suitable to me. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny for so much, silly. In fact, let me actually do that correctly. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much, silly. She makes it sound so simple. This overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. And opposites attract, right? Right? You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude. You just got here. Nah, I'm not gonna. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realise they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realise that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by kissing her on the mouth. She doesn't say that, I'm sorry. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the overlord could say the same of humans. They're so in love, let them kiss! You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? I'd say hot. Hot. Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Yuri! Yuri Cannon! Cannon Yuri! As you think that, a hero enters the room. Hi, hero! You're surprised to see him until you realise he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. I love their little question marks. There's like, what? 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 You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. Man interrupting her Yuri. It's so true. It's so frustrating. The hero expresses his relief that the whole misunderstanding hasn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologise for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Ah, jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The overlord allows you both to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon! You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Uh-oh. Is the overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. No, my girlfriend! My girlfriend! You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you've forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realise you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. What's the hero doing? Are they just like outside like do 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 do? You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the overlord? No, the doomed Yuri! The doomed Yuri of it all! If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. Oh, I love doomed Yuri. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Selfless maiden NB! I want to see the other route for that. Let's introduce yourself. And let's do obey her. We'll be like, okay, sure, if you say we'll leave, we'll leave. This is where we don't get ourselves a girlfriend. This is the maidenless. The maidenless ending for the maiden. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Do, 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 do. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve! You're very upset that he'd treat you that way and you leave in a huff. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone to believing they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be. That's what they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You're seized by the crowd and voices from all sides are calling for a public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbours, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You're so sorry. Oh no! You called it, Dave. Executed maiden. Now what if we do that route again, but instead our hero is bloodthirsty? Will they still just be like, oh, you're brainwashed, on you go? Or in fact, what if they're bloodthirsty and we shout for them to come save us? Okay, so they're bloodthirsty, we shouted for them to come save us, our underling is still in his chill mode. The demon is put off by your sudden shouting and asks you to keep it down. You apologise. They seem more confused and hostile, which totally catches you off guard. You tell the demon your name. They're not really listening, but they take you to their master. The master doesn't punish the underling. They just skip off. Just go home. Stop worrying about destiny. And this time we're going to obey her again. Yep, the friends and the human villagers, yep. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He's covered in demon blood. You're frightened by the sight of him and run away. Da-da, da-da, da-da. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with questions. You tell them the Overlord's good. They go, uh-oh, she's a witch. Are we gonna get burned again? You must be conspiring with demons. Oh no, the people in my village suck. I'm seized. I get burned again. Uh-oh. Rip. And okay, so let's keep the hero in bloodthirsty mode. And we're going to introduce ourselves. And we're going to refuse to leave. The Overlord is a bit frustrated by our stubbornness, but doesn't kick us out. Hooray! We said we have story time. Oh no, we're gonna get like the bloodthirsty hero appearing in the background. That's scary. Oh no. Oh no, the sense of doom is palpable. Hi Jinxie! Hello, darling daughter. How are you doing? Are you having a good Saturday? What have you been up to? What have you been playing? I hope you're having a great time. I'm grateful to the Overlord. She's like, hey, cool, don't send any heroes to kill us. We have a Yuri moment, but then a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing, "No!" You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you'd just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. I still love her, she's still girlfriend material. It is clear now that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Oh no, the doomed Yuri's back! Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. Oh, I hope you're having a great time, Jinxie. Take care, stay safe, look after yourself, and have a good Saturday night. Escape Maiden and A. The Maiden is saved from the Overlord. But at what cost? And let's try the Overlord route now. I wonder though. Oh, it's cool that it gives you a little hover over. Doesn't scream at the sight of the underling. Goes home when the Overlord tells her to. Prefers not to solve things through violence. Let's go for No, let's go for Bloodthirsty Hero right now, I think. You are the Overlord! I love how the pixel art changes colour. I'm playing Valorant and people are being big sillies with soundboards and it's really fun. That sounds incredible! Have a great time, Jinx! Wishing you all the wins! You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. This lady is so Jinx coded, by the way. Pointy ears. And she's pretty. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. Ugh. Ugh. I just can't have a regular Tuesday without coming to see you. Jinxie, darling, I have some news for you about the day of the week. I have some unfortunate news about whether or not today is Tuesday. Wait a minute. Wait, it's Saturday. It is Saturday, correct. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday, Jinxie. What's her deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. Just your regular old standard Tuesday weekend. Yeah, it's yep. Tuesday, innit? Yep. Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Today it is Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Tuesday. Yay, Valentine's Tuesday. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. Wow, she's so me-coded. She doesn't understand politics at all. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. Yay! Unless a blood-soaked hero appears and kills all my people. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to a higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into the room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. Oh, look at them, they're so cute. It was a good test, Jinxie, I appreciate you. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kinda bothers you. What to do with this underling? Oh, back to work, underling! You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. I'm a bad boss in this run. I've learned some dinosaurs were probably fluffy. Yeah, if we're counting feathers, then yeah. There were lots of feathery dinosaurs. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy Overlord bed. All the lecturing made you want to take a nap. God, she's so me. Velociraptors are great. I love them. Yeah, chickens are just very small dinosaurs. Seagulls are just dinosaurs. Swans and geese, just dinosaurs. Just dinos. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as an Overlord. God, I wish that was me. I wish I was like that. Speaking of chicken, I do have a massive bucket of fried chicken with me right now. Damn, you're living the life, Jinxie. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Let it fuel you to many Valorant wins. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told the underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized break away from the castle. I'm just like, why you do this? Why you disobey? You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. The underling's not so bad. They're a cutie patootie. They're just silly. Oh, pterodactyls are my favourite. I know they don't technically count as dinosaurs because they're like, pterodons, I think. But I love them so much. Yeah, we had pizza. And after stream, we're going to have some frozen strawberries covered in chocolate, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so hyped for it. Our local Tesco started getting in these lovely frozen strawberries, and they're so, so good. I love them. Nom, 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 nom. They've got like a milk chocolate on the outside, and then a layer of white chocolate underneath, and then like nice fresh frozen strawberry. But nothing is my favourite more than Katie. Jinxie! That's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you. You're my favourite. That's so nice of you. Thank you. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to see that she... Oh, have I smaller than I was a second ago? I might be. Did I make myself shorter? I might have. Oopsie. Yeah, I knew that about the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park being closer to Utahraptors. It's so cool. I love Utahraptors. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. I love her. I've had Morrison's pizza for dinner and I'm having some heart-shaped donuts for dessert. Oh, that's so cool! Zara, that sounds awesome. Enjoy. Also, good on you for eating. Yay, food. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really get the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. She's so cute. I love her. I love her. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. Yuri is real! We need to get to the Yuri end. The one true good end, where they smooch. You wonder what to say. I can be antisocial or I can be nice. We're going to be antisocial first. Get it out of the way. You gotta go home. I'm sorry. You're so cute and attractive, and if you stay here, I'll fall in love with you. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a while longer. Oh no, she's too stubborn, it's not working. Oh, Jinxie, I've logged on, but I haven't been sure whether to pull for Yao Guang yet, because, I don't know. I'm afraid of starting a whole new team comp, but her gameplay does look fun. I know I want Sparksy, and I'm like, do I want Yao Guang as well? And I think I do. But I'm just like, choices. But the Elation gameplay looks really fun. I like the kind of dotty manga style. I know I want the mangaka. There's a mangaka character coming out soon, and I know I want her. And I know I want Sparksy. Yeah, Guang goes into Sparksy's team. Do you know if she'll go into the mangaka's team as well? Because if the mangaka needs her, and I suspect she probably will, because she's kind of like a universal support for Elation, right? Well, Elation support. Maybe I should just get her. Talk me into getting her, Jinxie. Speaking of Yuri, in D&D yesterday, says Pizza, we found a mysterious lady trapped in the dungeon by an evil wizard, and she immediately started hitting on my character. Oh. I honestly can't tell you who the manga character is. The mangaka is, if you've been watching the YouTube trailer, she's a white-haired lady with a kind of purple colour palette. Looks kind of like a Silver Wolf XP, but she's not the Silver Wolf. Because I'm also excited for Silver Wolf. Yeah. She's got long white hair. I also wanted to pull for Ashvale, who's the detective. We got some nice characters coming out. I'm behind on the Amphoria storyline, but maybe I should just start now. I don't keep up with the YouTube trailers because I'm extremely far behind. Yeah, I've played so little of Amphorius. And I know I really need to get back to it, but I also know it's all like so tragic and doomed, and that makes me sad. Oh, Sakura Miko. Well, Jinxie. That will hopefully come to you in time. Sakura Miko's archetype is so cute. I love the pink-haired girlies. Me and my entire party's thoughts exactly that. She's sus. Yeah, the lady hitting on you immediately is sus. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You're glad she's got an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as to not agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We're really grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. Oh, the Yuri. Yeah. The Miko upcoming character looks really exciting. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. Dave says, one aspect of D&D DMing I've never felt comfortable with is flirting with PCs, and likewise as a player with NPCs. I also find it uncomfortable, but I do think it's a good skill if the DM is comfortable with it. Because it gives players a romance option that doesn't involve having to flirt with other players, which can be equally uncomfortable. So, if the DM is comfortable doing it, it can be useful. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in our village are a little exhausting at times, she says. Oh, she wants it to be our captive! I just want an elf wife in my life. God, yeah, isn't that a goal? That's such a goal. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. Oh, look how wicked they are from the Overlord's POV. Ah! But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him and trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies and pieces all strewn about the castle has really taken it out of you. The hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for the hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why's it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing, but you're beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You've had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there's nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Oh, wrathful overlord end. Ads are incoming in 2 minutes. Nah, you snoozing them. Okay. Don't worry, I was keeping an eye on them. I'll be good for when they do need to run. You're the overlord. Let's give our little guy the day off in this route. Take a break! Work is hard. Take a break. Take it easy. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They scurry off to do who knows what. You have a nap. Nap time! Oh yes, we have a Zarzar in the chat. Yep, there they are. And they're streaming tomorrow, Jinxie. Yeah, wait to knock on your door. It's the maiden! Let's let her stay for a while. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. Oh, look at her happy little face. Yeah, Zara stream tomorrow, 1 PM. Set your clock, set your alarms. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. Oh, whoops, what happened there? I think we must have already done that ending. Okay, let's go for hungry. And see how she reacts if the underling just nams the maiden and we never get a maiden ending. Go have a day off. You awake to a huge commotion outside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Deus Ex is fire. Yes. Deus Ex was stuff. That sounds incredible. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is going to be a bad time. Welcome. For anyone just tuning in, this is Bad End Theatre, where many of the ends are bad. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out to the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. What? You don't know what you're talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. Oh, so this is a route we played with the hero initially, so the reason we couldn't find the maiden is because of the underling. Uh-oh. You do battle with the hero, but he's grown strong from cutting down your army. You're unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you into pieces. You fall. You failed your subjects. No! Yes, sir! You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. No! These are your faults as you're swallowed by darkness. Conquered Overlord. I don't think it's going to be too different if we tell the guy not to take the day off, but let's see. I like how when you click them, you see the underling going to the Overlord and the hero going to the maiden. Back to work. Another huge commotion. We do battle, we fall. Okay, so no big change here. But if I set them to be not hungry and not disloyal, maybe they'll just stay. Back to work, please. Oh, the underling! They brought back company, okay. It's a maiden! And let her stay for a while. I think we're going to be in the same endings here. Yeah. Okay, so now let's make the hero less bloodthirsty. Let's make them diplomatic. And the maiden's going to be polite. And the underling is going to be not hungry and not disloyal. Snacks. I have chocolate in my freezer. Yes, Jinxie! Okay, what do we want them to do? Get back to work. You can stay for a while, don't worry. We have a nice long chat with the maiden. And she thanks you. And we fall in love. You're interrupted by a human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? Nobody in this village can read. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that the whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. The Yuri power! My feelings for the maiden. Also, I love how she's like side-eyeing her with both her like normal eyes and the demon eye, just like staring at her like, oh no, I don't want her to leave. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Okay, but we're gonna be good. We're gonna let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and the maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while, until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? Oh no, the rebellion! Okay, the ads are going to start soon, so let's go to BRB. We're back! I hope you all are enjoying this, because I am absolutely enjoying this. It's really fun. It's such a fun concept. It was competing against Fire Kitty. Yeah, that's the thing. Fire Kitty's so good. It was the cool seal in the Rowlet generation. There was Rowlet. I never finished Sun and Moon. I don't think I finished it either, to my shame. It's in the list of Pokemon games I need to actually finish. One day! One day! Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. Which castle will they rule from if this one burns? Oh my god, my underlings are so stupid. Waiting for Chesh to find out the cost to ship me back my 3DS XL so I can play again. Oh, I hope it's not too much. You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this was no accident. Ugh. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you've been done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Burned Overlord! Okay, let's do that again, but this time we're going to be possessive. Shipping from Uruguay to the UK as well. Oh, and it's not a thing where you can use a proxy service, right? I keep hearing about proxy services for stuff that I can't get in the UK, and I keep getting tempted to look into it, but then it gets scary and overwhelming, so I stop. Should be like $50 for it, my games, and maybe a couple of other things. Oh. Just get yourself a cheap EasyJet flight to Uruguay. Honestly, at that point, I'm like, it's probably cheaper just to fly over and say hi to Chesh. Elves, yeah. Let's go be possessive. Not for personal shipping. Ah, okay, yeah. That's fair. Let's go. Tell him to get back to work. I don't think it makes a big difference. Let her stay for a while. And now, let's be possessive. Haha. Hello, my dearest darling maiden. Don't leave me or else. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. Oh man, the pixel art's so good. It's like 1,200 for a flight and like 24 hours of travel. Oh, that is much, much more difficult than I imagined. Oh no. Yeah, that's a bad time. 24 hours. Ooh. That's like Australia distances, right? I love this. I love this. So look at this. I look at how possessive she is. You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. Arr. Crossing hemispheres is hard. Yeah, oh. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. Uh-oh! She's frightened. You don't understand why. I feel like we can understand why, actually. I feel like we can figure that out. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step towards the maiden and she backs herself into a corner. You don't— oh no! Oh no! Oh no, she doesn't get it! No! No! This is so sad. Still can't believe I thought it was Tuesday. Yeah, Jinx, I'm impressed, honestly. Oh no, she just doesn't understand. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Just boot up Hades. I'm loving the music. The music is incredible. Enjoy it, pizza. Every day feels the same. God, I wish that were me. I wish I didn't have to worry about Mondays. Selfish Overlord end. The Overlord keeps the maiden all to herself. Let's go for violent and diplomatic hero and see how that works. You're the Overlord. Get back to work, underling. Stay for a while, dear maiden. Oh, okay, it was an ending we had already got. Okay, I do think we should probably try going back to— oh my god, it's got a counter up there of the endings. I see. 15 of 41. How do I get a wife? That's a great question. You're the hero! You felt like to think of yourself as a swell guy. Let's go for fleeing like a coward, please. Please let me in! The Overlord and the maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Oh, this is so cute. The cheapest is £117 and 26 hours. That's at least it's not 1,200, right? That's an improvement. That's an improvement. That's a slight improvement. Okay, so our options are we can be heroic and destroy the Overlord, or we can ask the maiden what's going on. Let's ask the maiden what's going on. She was never actually captured and she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety, but the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the Overlord if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. Uh-oh. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed those evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. No! Naive hero. Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's a significant typo. Okay, that's not worth it. Jumping me, you say. How awful. Fair. Let's go again, and this time we're gonna be bad and kill our baby girl, the Overlord. Or we're gonna try anyway. But the thing is, we haven't actually killed any demons, so we might fail horribly. The amount of time in the air is around 15 hours and 50 minutes with 10 hours and 50 minutes of layover. God, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. I'd say Kinchesh meet you halfway, but she's got her dogs to take care of, right? Well, she's got the best boy to look after, and you probably want to see him too. Destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams and falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand, and she's like, what? She takes it after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. God, I'm an asshole in this one. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You're remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero, I hate that, I hate that. So let's turn off possessive. And we're going to try the good boy route again. Flee like a coward. Ask him to let you in. Hey maiden, what's going on? I wasn't captured. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. This will be interesting, because are the townspeople still going to be super suspicious if we come back without having killed any demons? I think they are. But now you're the good guy, you saved the maiden. Yep, bad times, bad times. Frosty, stop flirting with our mods. That's against the rules. Enjoy VR. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks and you turn your head to ask her what the deal is. Oh, we're not going to make it back to the village. She's going to run back. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but... She suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in and you follow to try and stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What's she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was already claimed by the demons. Oh, bystander hero. You do nothing as the castle burns. What if I make the maiden obedient? Let's see. I flee. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden. It's the maiden! You approach her with curiosity. Hey, what are you doing? It's dangerous over there. You aren't sure you should listen to the maiden who tells you the demons are actually pretty chill and nice. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. Oh, there's a trusting option that I can unlock too. Okay, I need to do that next. You ask if she's sure about all this, but she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. Hello, Zeku! Happy normal day! You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Uh-oh! Job well done today, you think to yourself. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly by as the flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that, right? She seemed nice though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out to be a hero. Uh-oh. Perfectly normal day, spectator hero. Oh, we've got trusting now, look at this. You are the hero. We flee like a coward. We believe her story, we trust her. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel like you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They've been so worried, they praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. Let's see how this goes, huh? Yeah, it's just your average Tuesday. Yep, no good endings, only bad endings in this theatre. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on your way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. Oh, I'm just like, dee 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 dee, and the maiden's like, Rrr. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking about what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. Oh no! The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. Well, I'm not emo enough to enjoy this game. I'm hoping that if we go through all the bad endings, maybe there'll be one good ending where we get to smooch the girl and Yuri is real and everything is good. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately, and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. Oh no. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. Uh-oh. Yep, they have. There's emo in all of us, especially in me. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel that these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. The air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into the demon territory. Evil miasma? No. It's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks. The Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You'd only taken an eye off the maiden for a second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now. You think of turning back. The maiden might need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Was this a trap? Would it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll tell the villagers there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander again! So if we set them to trusting now, and diplomatic, and then try the Overlord route, and let them be possessive. Because this way, the hero isn't likely to try and kill us. Stay a while! Stay. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. Maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. Whoopsie. Okay, yeah, no changes here. Yuri is real! Let's go for a trusting hero. A polite maiden. And let's try the underling route again. You're a demon underling, that's us! She's cool with it, nice! You go on an adventure! You roll in the grass! You meet a maiden! Let's hear her out. You're in a good mood! She goes on about a destiny she's trying to fulfill. I'd go for a little nappy nap. Okay, so we can do kill the Overlord or defend the Overlord. Let's go disloyal time. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. He looks so peaceful. Oh, I can do time to die or I can chicken out. Let's do chicken out first, huh? You don't want to kill her! You can't go through with it! You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. Guys! Guys! I don't want to do it anymore! Guys! This seems to be in their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed. While your head is turned, the demons shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Oh no. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. No! Loyalty! Okay, no worries, Eku. Hear her out. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. Time to die. You figure the cleanest way to do that would be to just dig your claws into her throat, so you do just that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You hated that. That was the bad time. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you aren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room and find your friends waiting just outside. They looked pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. You're the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as you betrayed your overlord. Lord Underling! You're the ruler now. Oh, and we've got a coward status for them now. Interesting. Now, how else to try and change the flow of events? Let's go for Coward Underling. And just see if we can see anything different in the Overlord route. Back to work. Stay a while. Let them go, I think. Sit being lonely in my room thinking of Yuri. Oh no, the room's on fire. Oh. I wonder if we're missing a few toes for the maiden. Got it. Okay. Let's go see the maiden. You are a maiden! I wonder, let's shout for a hero to come save me. Okay, we're kind of chilling, we're getting along. Whoops. Nothing new there. Yeah, four each does seem to fit the flow, huh? Let's introduce myself. Okay, so with the maiden, with these settings I can't do much new. What if I do dutiful and heroic? So this, I'm trying to get the hero to appear when we shout for them. Nope. The hero suddenly dashes towards the Overlord, sword drawn. Oh, we've unlocked a new mode. We can do Martyr or do nothing. Let's do nothing first of all. The hero's blade pierces the Overlord and she lets out a horrible scream. You flinch. The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out a hand to you, saying it's time to go home. Oh, we're on the other side of this route again. His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? You exit the castle and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Bad ending! Complacent maiden. Okay, this time we won't stand by. We introduce ourselves nice and polite. And we must protect our girlfriend for Yuri! For Yuri! You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny, you think. You never could have imagined this would be the way you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. Oh no! Oh no, look at my poor-sad wife! You're glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. No! Yeah. Sacrificial maiden. Okay, well. Now, we're gonna make her a polite martyr. And we're gonna go for a possessive... Let's see what happens now with the Overlord. Back to work, underling. Stay a while, hot girl. The maiden shouts something behind you. And you turn just in time to see her throw herself between you and the hero's blade. No! No! It pierces her chest and she falls to the floor lifeless. As the pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken everyone from you now. Oh god, yeet. No! Don't yeet in front of the sword! You lose control. And the hero is obliterated. But your hatred for the humans has not yet been sated. You go on to destroy them all and become ruler of the entire world. Vengeful Overlord. The power of girlfriends. So what if we do that ending, but we don't have a bloodthirsty hero? Back to work, underling! Stay for a while, cute maiden. Let them go? I think this is just the same old ending where I burn. Whoopsie, yeah. Let's try that again. We've not had that from the hero or underling perspective, that's true. Will we... Oh, you're right, no, we haven't from the hero. Back to work, underling. Stay a while. Stay here forever, please. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go... See, this is what I wanted to be on the path of. This route, where the hero tries to stop me, but then the maiden's still in martyr mode. You have no choice. You destroy the hero. Okay, so this seems like it's following the same steps. I keep the maiden safe. We've also not had the one where you're assassinated as the Overlord. As the underling, you mean? Let's try hero. Martyr POV. We slaughter the demons. Whoops, I didn't mean to do the polite thing. Ask if they'll let you in, and we said, you attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. You can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier you haven't had a chance to wash out yet. Whoops. You've no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more XP for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. You make it to the Overlord's chamber and hope you're still in time to save the maiden.
Honk.
Oh.
Honk.
This game is called Bad End Theater, Strikester. It's on Steam, and it's super duper fun. We had the underling POV when they do the murder. I mean, we've not had the one where the underling kills the Overlord from the Overlord POV. Oh, that's true, that's true. It's really fun, Strikester. You are at a theatre where the theatre master is determined that all these stories should end badly. And you are trying to change the personalities to see all the different ways that it could end badly, and maybe, just maybe, we might be able to find a good end. Oh, I'm sorry, Strikester. It's probably on itch.io as well. Let me double check for you. Bad End Theatre. I expect it's on a lot of other platforms as well. It was Steam where I found it. Oh yeah, it's on Itch.io, so let me pop the link into that. It also appears in bundles fairly often, so if you're a regular Itch.io kind of buyer, do check your bundles. It's really, really fun, and the pixel art is gorgeous. It's so, so pretty. Oh, that's fine, it's fine. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspect. It's really, really fun, honestly. It's so much fun. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Look how different the Overlord looks from my POV. Oh no, from the hero POV. Let's destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord. But your blade pierces the maiden instead. Oh no, the Overlord in the background. She sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in a vengeful rage. You parry and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look to the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Oh, she's still got a little heart on her outfit. Oh, I'd missed that. I need to look for that next time. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Loyal hero end. And let's do it again with a slightly different option. Let's slaughter. And we're gonna cut through for the maiden. And we're going to ask the maiden what's going on. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. Stab the Overlord while we can. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord. Your blade pierces the maiden instead. Every time! And this is, I think, back on the same path as before. Yeah, let's scroll back and do a different choice. This is all just a big misunderstanding. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserved this. Tragic hero. Now, what if I do that one more time but without killing any demons? Flee! Hey maiden, what's going on? She explains that she was never actually captured and she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt. You ask her to come home with you, but the Overlord objects. The maiden seems nervous. That's okay, you're a hero, you'll mediate.
Ice fishing! Ice fishing!
It takes a while,
ice
Pizza.
Fishing.
It takes a long time. Just keep playing, and you will get there eventually. It's not quick. It takes a long time. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. She jumps on me and disembowels me. Oh, what a cruel fate. Okay, so what we want is for we want the underling to be disloyal and to take over as like the Overlord, and we want to see that from the Overlord POV, right? Let's try this. I'm the Overlord. Back to work, underling. Go home, maiden! You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. Oh, but we haven't set her to obedience, so she's gonna stay anyway. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But she's nah. We hang out, we chat. And we're gonna let her go. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and the hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something with you. Oh, okay, this is the route where they both hear the demons conspiring. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yelled them all to shut their traps. You've no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try and take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. Uh-oh. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, and the hero and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die. Burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. No, doomed Yuri! You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling the traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Oh, I can be merciful or I can take retribution. Let's do retribution first. You pierce their chest with their claws. They scream. The hero backs away. He's wise not to interfere. Oh no, the hero! They've stopped moving, but you keep digging and twisting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Spiteful overlord. Or we're a dick just to be a dick. Okay, get back to work. Go home! And she's gonna be like, nah, I don't wanna. Okay, go. Goodbye. Have fun. And we're gonna forgive them now. We're gonna unlock Merciful Overlord. Excuse me? No. Sorry, my phone decided that I was talking to it. Forgive them. You release the underlings. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Almost got past Megara first try. Amazing pizza. Keep it up. But also, remember to pace yourself. Yeah, this isn't a game where you want to try and blaze through it in a rush. You release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. Overlord's true end. You all burn together. No, the true end. That's so sad. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. Okay, so this is the true end for the Overlord. You pause for a moment. True end, you say to yourself? What was the point of all my efforts if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is the bad end theatre. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you'd be shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights, their amazing Yuri potential. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theatre, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. So we still want for the Overlord to get the evil underling ending. But how are we going to get... I'm going to quickly replay the underlings route so I can try and figure out what kind of behaviors we need. So the underling, yep. They're not hungry. They're keen to overthrow. They're disloyal. My friends are sus. I'm gonna say we stay not hungry. Or actually, I think, do we need to eat her to actually be an overlord? We might need to. Nom nom nom! People are screaming and running. Let's put on a show. Oh, this is just where I get killed by the hero. Whoopsie, that's not right. So we don't want to be hungry. Let's overthrow her! I think being hungry kind of pulls us away and gets us killed by the villagers. Hear her out! Da 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 da! Okay, let's kill the Overlord! This is where the Overlord's nice to me and I go back to bed. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer inside. Okay, so we're currently on the room is on fire route. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying, the hero is silent. You'll all burn together. Underling's true end! No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or... Okay, so let's go get the true ending for the maiden and the hero. Introduce yourself. And we're going to refuse to leave. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. Oh, I love this from her perspective. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. Hero, don't be a dick. That isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. Oh, unreliable hero. You burst into the Overlord's room, all of your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but she clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. How did you get suckered into this? Oh no, the himbo. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence and you think she's very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Oh, he's a little guy! Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. I'm thinking that must have jinxed it because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you'd ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you'd just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you because I'm a good girl. I love her. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord spares her underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Maiden's true end. That's very I feel like there's something there. I feel like if I come back to this one once I've gathered all the true endings, like Dragon Balls, that Maiden might have the power to change this. Keep collecting bad endings. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to this after we got the hero's bad ending. We're gonna flee like a coward. We're gonna ask to be let in. We're gonna ask the maiden what's going on. Dear God, it's me, the maiden. Your girl kind of... it's me, the maiden. Dear God, it's me, the maiden. Your girl kind of fucked up. Help, I'm in love with a demon. Also, our village is kind of fucked up. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating their overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. Am I projecting? Yes, I am. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle and you've no choice but to follow. You burst into the overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you've just overheard. I love how so many of these storylines, the overlord's just trying to have a nice nap. They're just chilling, just trying to have a good time. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. Those demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? Oh, this is the route where the hero starts to care about her little underling. I kind of ship them. I ship them a little. Hero X underling. You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. I'm Team Underling. I feel like the hero and the underlings should smooch, and the underling should teach the hero that not all demons are bloodthirsty. She threatens him with violence. This overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. The whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. I hate that the hero always calls them it and its. You join it, vowing to slay, but I hate it, but I love it. It's great characterization. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. Is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You'll all burn together. True ending! Okay. Maiden time. Hello, it's me, Maiden. I'm not leaving, 'cause you're pretty. It can't end like this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Yaha! Oh! You are? Question mark, question mark. Oh, look at them. They're all, like, creepy. They're all on fire! Ah! They're all on fire! I hate this! I love this! I hate this! I love this. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel like this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, the maiden, the underling, and the overlord are all staring at you too. I love how the underlings just landed like bleh, blip, just splat. They're just like eh, weh, weh. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys! Hi guys. Yeah, exactly. It's just like the Katie emote. Wah. Hi guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be her god? No. You're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these RPG games go. You now realize what the real true ending must be. Now. Enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. That's the guy who's been telling us that there's only bad endings. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way onto the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? No! Look at them, they're dissolving into the bad endings! Ah! You're alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theatre. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission, it's quite disrespectful. I wanted to see something new, you dick! Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God! The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of the world. This is feeling very Undertale. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Defend! Undertale time! Okay, that didn't work. You try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. You're right. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are. Behold my beautiful tragic tales! Oh, this is so Undertale-y. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 31 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Summon! You find the hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? Oh no, they're a sweetie pie. You explain that no, you're not a demon, you're... how can you explain this in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. He just loves cosplay! Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He's overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. He just wants to be a little fashionista. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. Oh, look how detailed their sprite is. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer. I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Oh, they've got willpower and justice. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. The hero tries using his belief in justice to fight tragedy. That justice applies to you too, does it not? Will you pay for your own misdeeds? Oh no, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's ask a friend to help us. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing! She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveller? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveller. Well, maybe you are in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. She just wants to travel too. Then perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, you see. But I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so... You ask what it is she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offered to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. What is this horrible creature? You ruined me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Oh no, traumatized maiden! Our true endings do exist, they simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. The maiden tries to appeal to tragedy with kindness. So naive. I'll balance your kindness with my cruelty. Oh no, it's the fate where she got burned. Okay, let's try and summon the underling. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underling's friends who'd bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Yeah, it looks like it, but I'm enjoying seeing the different options anyway. Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle? The underling, You must be so desperate to call on such a an unreliable ally. Huh, if I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Oh, it's the one where they get choked out. Let's try mischief. The underling tries to evade tragedy through mischievous means. You're so much fun! Would you like a reminder of where that mischief will end you? Will lead you even? Oh no, it's where he burns in the closet. Tenacity! Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. And let's summon the boss lady. My HP is looking low. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't realize I had an HP bar. Uh-oh. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that nope, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favour. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. It's a depresso! Yeah, I think I might be cooked, literally, but that's okay. We're gonna have to really try with the next option. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. But if we're cooked, that does mean we get a bad ending, right? And we are collecting those. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. Yeah, she just needs a good girl in her life. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. I see. So this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with terrible fate. Oh no, it's the one where she loses her mind. Your HP has run out. You're overcome by tragedy. If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. You'll be able to reach this path again through the Maiden's True End. I'll be waiting. You're a bad end. Yay, we got another bad ending. Do. Introduce yourself. Whoopsie. I mucked that up somehow. Introduce yourself. Oh, they're back to hungry. Okay. So we need the demon to be neutral. Will, hope, tenacity, and ambition. Yep, and there is a save function. Introduce yourself. Whoops. I need to remember all the different endings. Okay, so I need to be polite. The hero needs to be trusting and diplomatic. The underling needs to be disloyal. The Overlord needs to be a tyrant and antisocial. Introduce yourself. And I'm going to refuse to leave. Oh, whoops, she killed the underling. We messed up. That's okay. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing, but there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. Devout maiden. So we need her to be merciful. That's what we're missing. Introduce yourself. Refuse to leave. Maiden's True End. So you're back. Are you ready to challenge me once more? Yep! Let's use the save function. Behold my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 32 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Okay, they're suffering backstage. Okay, so we're summoning. We're skipping. And you are using... Will. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. Tragedy is reeling. We summon the maiden. What is this horrible creature? They attack with a terrible fate. But that's okay, because we have the power of God and anime on our side, and it's, hope. Our true endings do exist, they simply must. Tragedy is reeling. We summon the underling. Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle. I love the underling so much. Your power is not mischief, it is tenacity. Knock me down, I'll just come back stronger. Lame. Tragedy is reeling. And the Overlord. I see, so this is Tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. I'll be prepared to face your deaths as well. They attack with a terrible fate! The sprites are gorgeous. Honestly, it's so good. Considering it's only for this section, it's kind of wild, you know? Haha, the whole party's here. Can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me. I don't think it's brutality, but I do want to see what that option gets us. The Overlord tries to fight tragedy with sheer brutality. Oh, has violence really been working out for you so far? I'll show you my own brutality. This is my brutality. Okay, in that case, let's try ambition. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's heart united, you take aim towards your best possible futures. You unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. You've done it! You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, Hero. Starring Hero as himself. What? Thank you, Maiden. Starring Maiden as herself. What? Me? Thank you, Underling. Starring Underling as himself. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm the little guy. Starring Overlord as herself. What the fuck is happening? Enough of this nonsense! We defeated you, so die already! Written and produced by Tragedy. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Directed by you! Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Okay, the ads are about to start, so before we see what the ending has in store, we're gonna head to the BRB screen. And then we will return! But back shortly. Who's that Pokemon? It's me with working audio again. Okay, we fixed it. Right. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theatre did contain a truly good end after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it? I wonder. No. Well, I did my best. Happy endings shouldn't always come easy. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. True ending! Story art music by Nona. Look, they became a tailor! Animation by Chunderfins. Great work, Chunderfins. Ending theme, Bad End Theatre, feat Eleanor Forte. Look at them, they've got new friends! They're fashion person. They're wearing, I guess, the maybe Hero's clothes. Vocaloid! The Overlord's making friends! Sharing my misery. Pizza, well done, beat Meg! Aww! Your true end. But we've still got more to unlock, don't we? So let's have a look at some of the routes that we narrowly missed. I don't want to exit the theatre, actually. I want to keep going. Am I going to have to replay the game? Yeah, it's okay. Enter! Oh, so you weren't done with my bad endings and now you're back for more. You'll have to cancel out your true ending if you want to go back to the way things were before our final battle. Shall we begin the resetting process? Let's reset! There are two options. If you missed out on seeing all 41 bad endings, you can keep your progress and reset to before you started the true ending. Or you can erase all your progress and replay the game as if it's your very first time. Reset to before the true end, please. I want to keep my progress. Your progress has been reset. You're now free to enjoy the rest of my bad endings. Let's go! Okay. So I want the Overlord to be antisocial. I think I want the maiden to be polite. And let's play the hero. You're the hero! You're happy to protect the townspeople. You were born to play this role. Demon soldiers block your path. Flee like a coward. You can't return home. Your reputation will be ruined. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. I've done something wrong here, I think. Because I was hoping to bump into the maiden and I'm missing something. Maiden, what's going on? She's like, I'm fine. Okay, so I want her to be polite. I think, do I need the Overlord to be tyrant as well as antisocial? Maybe. And I want the maiden to be polite and obedient because I want her to leave when she's asked. Let's try that. Flee like a coward. Okay, and I want to believe her story. Interesting. Okay, this is one I've already got. I think I need to be the maiden. Introduce yourself. Let's obey her. Along the way, you encounter a hero. Okay, we're on to it now. Two of you return to the village. Oh, this is when... Oh, this is the ending where the villagers are all sus as fuck and nobody's listening to me. The villagers seem confused and look to the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and it isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how the Overlord is actually chill as hell and super cute. The villagers look to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's as hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says he should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. He'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. I'm doing this for hot girls. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrists and take off before anyone stops you. But as you approach the castle, you notice something's gone terribly wrong. It appears to be on fire. Is the Overlord alright? You have to be sure everyone's safe. They're not among the fleeing demons, oh no! And I can't force open the door! Fire's spreading. It's a bad ending! Oh no! But we have unlocked Resolute for a maiden. Which is good, so let's turn that on. And let's see... See, the Overlord won't see anything different because she's going to be locked in her room while it burns. Same for the Underling. And the hero's just going to watch her go in. We've seen that ending. I think. Let's try and go for the other options first of all. Do 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 do. So I want the hero to be trusting, the maiden to be obedient, the overlord to be antisocial. You're a demon underling, it's us. We're like blam 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 blam. Quit yelling, please. We have a little chat. She wants us to take her to the overlord. I'm super disloyal. I'm super disloyal. Don't worry about it. Okay, this is where I realize that they need my guidance. So we're back on the the overlord kind of route. That's good. That's positive. The maidens overheard our entire conversation. It'll be bad for you if the overlord finds out this way. So we're gonna save. We've got one bad ending where we're gonna kill her. Whoopsie. This is just the way it has to be, you declare. Before jumping her and clawing her guts out. It turns out you're already an expert at ending lives. Your friends call you a show-off. You go back to the castle to wash off all the icky human blood. As you're finishing up, you hear the sounds of battle outside. A hero has come. Seeing the dead maiden must have made him pretty angry. You get to thinking, if the hero took down the overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favour. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the overlord and the hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. Oh no! What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shred with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You're the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as you betrayed your overlord. Lord Underling, Andy! So... That's unlocked all their behavior. So we want disloyal, and let's just try and do the overlord route with those settings and see if we can see the underling ending from her perspective. Get back to work. Go home, maiden. I go back to bed. There's the sounds of battle. Vile demons! I shouldn't have believed for a second that you were anything but pure evil. I'll exterminate you all. You've got no idea what he's on about, because you don't know that the maiden is dead. You clash again and again, but the hero isn't going down. He's... oh, look at him lurking there in the shadow. You're both dangerously low on health, waiting for the other to make a move, when one of your underlings appears behind him. They knock the hero unconscious. You kind of appreciate it, but can't they see this was a duel? They don't respond. You sense murderous intent. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with her claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You've been slain by your own underling. Betrayed overlord. And then if we do the underling route again and choose captor, let's overthrow her. Quit yelling. Okay, let's kill the overlord. And then the maiden catches us talking about overthrowing the overlord. Let's toss her in the dungeon. You and your friends seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're more there to make it feel more spooky. I was wondering, I'm like, that looks like a cow skull. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in the cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's asking about a maiden. Perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened. Oh, the gatekeeper's such a bro. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells, "Prepare to face justice," and other such cliché lines before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. Oh no! You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without being cut up by the sword. You get to thinking, if the hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favour. You wait for things to die down before poking your head out. They're locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. You knock the hero out. What are you doing? Come on, man, this is a duel. You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You kill the Overlord. You finish off the hero next. A cheap victory, but no difference. You're the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they'll one day betray you too. Okay. So, now the maiden gets let's do dutiful and trusting. Let's do dutiful and heroic, and we're trying to find a route where we find the maiden. In the dungeons. We're gonna slaughter them, whoopsie. We see the maiden runs away from us because we're covered in demon blood. Not wanting to look like you're a crazy person chasing after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to town. And they're crowded around the maiden. Uh-oh. Okay, if I murder straight away, the maiden gets burned, so we're not doing that. What about all this but as the maiden? Maybe. Let me just try the less murdery hero route first. Flee like a coward. Da-da-da. Believe her story. When you reach the gates, you ask the demons if they've seen the maiden. They have. They inform you she's being held in the dungeon at the moment. She trusts them, and in return they lock her up. So demons are truly evil beings after all. Oh yeah, but yeah, we do need the maiden's perspective on this, yeah. You demand they take you to her, but they do not let you pass. You should have expected as much from these unreasonable creatures. You know what you must do. You thrust your blade through the demon before you and rush the castle alone. You're the only one who can save the maiden now. The fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easy. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky hero! Okay, let's get that from the maiden's perspective. You're a maiden. Introduce yourself. I'm gonna obey her. I'm gonna leave on my own because I don't know if we've actually checked this ending. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the Overlord's castle. A suspicious group of demons stands outside. They notice you overhearing and they lock you in the dungeon. You cry out, but they ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped possibly being thrown in a cell back in your village, only to be tossed into this awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to keep these demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for yourself. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes from you. Oh, because the hero's dead! Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Imprisoned maiden. So we want a version of that as well, where the underling is a coward, maybe? Well, no, he needs to be disloyal, but he also needs to be a coward who can't actually go through with it, I think. Yeah, we need him to not kill the hero. You're a maiden! Yes, we are! Hello! I'm going to obey her. And let's leave on our own. Okay, that was the same ending, I think. What if I grab the hero? Whoopsie, I didn't mean to do refuse to leave, but that's okay. That's an ending we already saw. Introduce yourself. Obey her. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero and take off before anyone stops you. Oh, okay, it's going to be interesting, because now there's two of us here. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. The demon's like, nah. The hero's like, nah, don't bother about it. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. We tell the Overlord. They're confused. The underling comes in. Same ending. Okay. The one where the maiden was put in the dungeon earlier, you had hero trusting, Overlord antisocial, underling disloyal and captor. You didn't see the maiden POV. Okay, let's do it. You're a maiden! Introduce yourself. Hello! And we obey her. We see the hero. We chat with the hero. And then do we grab the hero? No, we leave on our own. Because that's important to get captured. I think. Yep, suspicious demons. They capture me. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped possibly being thrown in a cell back into your village only to be tossed into this awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to save the Overlord? There's signs of battle. You rot in the cell. So did we see that point of view? So we kind of want, we kind of want the Overlord to win. So maybe if I set the underling to be a coward and the Overlord to be a tyrant? And the hero to be diplomatic? We're gonna obey her. It's the hero! He's chill. We're gonna leave on our own. Suspicious group of demons are like, aha, we're evil. We're locked up. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Okay, so in that ending, the hero never finds me, it seems. Diplomatic hero, possessive Overlord. Let's give it a go. Maiden! But the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me with no choice. Hero gets killed. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Had she really been lying to you all along? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? No, I hate this. The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. I don't think we've had this one from her POV. The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. But the Overlord stops. Or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord has been ripped to shreds by one of their demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Oh! This is one we haven't seen. Everyone stopped moving now. The room is silent save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done. Even though it was awful, you feel like you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life. Oh no! Escape Maiden, NB. Dang, Pizza, you're doing great. Pro gamer. So we want to try and get that ending from the underlings' point of view. So we want the Overlord to be possessive. We want the Maiden to be polite. We want the hero to be diplomatic and heroic, I think. Let's try that. I mean, the underling was already set to coward, so... But I wonder if we do that again, but with... hungry? No, if we do hungry, she'll die at the start. Let's try heroic from the underling perspective. Hear her out. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You sneak up to the Overlord's room. Oh, here we go. But there's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. Hooray! You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Heroic underling end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 3. Oh, a lost letter! How do I read it? I want to read it. Oh, letter! My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theatre, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you always listen to the very end. I'm grateful for that. Hope to see you again soon. Forever yours, Tragedy. Is the secret ending going to be a comedy ending? I feel like Tragedy's got to be in love with comedy, right? That's got to be their beloved. So we want to get letters 1, 2, and 4. Let me see. Do 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 do. Do do do. Ba 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 ba. Ba bam ba ba bam ba ba bam. Let me see. We need the one where we wake up as the Overlord and get neck murdered by the underling. Okay, so that'll be, disloyal underling. Let's see. And I guess obedient maiden? Yeah, except we want her to be out of the way so we can go for a nap. And tyrant Overlord, right? Hungry and disloyal. Okay, yeah. You're the Overlord. Get back to work. You're awakened by one of their underlings. They've brought you a hero who inquires about missing me. Oh, this is okay. This is a different route as well. This is where the hero is still a good guy. And they're like, hey, where's our missing maiden? You tell him you don't know anything. Humans rarely visit this place. He believes you and goes home to your surprise. You figured he might try and fight you, But you're glad to get back to your nap instead. Until you wake up to something completely unexpected. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated Overlord. Okay, what are we missing? What if we do Coward and he doesn't manage to kill us? Get back to work! Oh, whoops. I don't know, it says we've already done that one. Hang on. Get back to work. You lie down, you take a nap, you fall asleep. The underling tells you the hero's here. You wake up to something completely unexpected. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What the heck is going on? You try to escape, the door's closed. Okay, yeah, and then you die from fire. Yep. Yeah, 5 endings to find. I don't think having... Let's try it anyway, having the captor toggle. Get back to work! Go home, maiden! Same ending. Okay, let me see. Do. Obla-da, life goes on. Do. Ba-ba-bum. Let me see. I'm just looking at a kind of spoiler-free guide. Oh, there's a flowchart on this guide. Fuck yeah! I love a flowchart. Oh, I fucking love a chart. This is so good. This is so good. So for this one... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, the flowchart's super complicated. Where's the... Can I just get some, like, tips on letters, please? Night-night, Ari! Somebody once told me the world is gonna wrong me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the... Night-night, Ari! I wonder if specific endings are when you get... Yeah, that's the thing! Can you see which ones you have so you know which POV you're aiming for? Yes, I can. I don't think I can easily share that though, but let me pull that up. Hidden achievements, please. Okay, I see. Okay, I need to get to one where the maiden overhears and then gets killed by the underling. One called Slaughtered Maiden. So let's go for... Captor. And Disloyal. And try it as the maiden, I think? This is the one where the underling kills the maiden immediately. I don't think it does, but I'll try that next time. Introduce yourself. And I'm going to obey her. Oh, whoops, that didn't work. What am I missing? Let's go through it one more time so I figure out what I'm missing. So we're obeying her. Along the way you encounter a hero. You explain everything. He does... Okay, he's not trusting. That's the problem. He needs to be trusting. Trusting. Introduce yourself. Obey her. And we're going to leave on our own. A suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating you. The underling you recognize from before is the first to do something about it when they notice you overheard them. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret having ever trusted the demons. You die instantly. Alright, and... But yeah, nothing... I don't get anything for clicking up here. I'm having to look at the Steam side, which is fine. So we have... Slain Overlord. We're missing that one. The Overlord... So I think that's Overlord POV. And their Tyrant and the hero is going to be Dutiful. So this is the one, I think, where she walks out and sees her people slain and then he gets her from behind. So for that, we need the hero to be murdery. And heroic, because we want him to try and kill her. And I think we still tell the maiden to leave. I think. Let's try it. I'll figure out pretty quickly if it's not the right route. Okay, get back to work, underling. We want her to stay a while, because then we're distracted and chatty while the hero kills our people. You feel a sudden sharp pain for your back. Hey, we did it! You look down to see a blade protruding from your chest. Oh, that was careless of you. Oh no! So this is how you die, stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right. Humans can't be trusted. Not if this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. You watch as the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses he'd left in his wake. Captured by a demon. At least she got what she came here for. Oh no, the doomed jury of it all! You join your army in eternal slumber. Slain Overlord. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 4. My love, do you remember when we first met? I just finished one of my scripts, one I was quite proud of, in fact. As I read it aloud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude. You wouldn't accept any of my justifications, and yet you managed to convince me. It really would be better if everyone could live in harmony, however unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day, even now. I wonder if somewhere you're thinking of it too. Forever yours, tragedy. Oh, buddy. Oh, poor little guy. Okay. Let me see. The maiden becomes property of the Overlord. Captured maiden. The hero can do nothing as everyone is consumed by flames. So we've got 2 left to get. Resigned hero and captured maiden. Yeah, so that's the Overlord captured maiden one, I think. That you're thinking. So for that we need the underling to be disloyal and a captor. And maybe a coward? The maiden needs to be polite but obedient, so they leave when we tell them to. Not sure about the settings for the hero. Let's try. Get back to work, underling. Go home, maiden. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. She leaves. Before you know it, everything around you's been engulfed by flames. Okay, so this isn't what we want. Do we want him to be loyal and also a captor, I guess? So I guess we take off disloyal or else we're gonna get burned. So let's take off disloyal. I'll make him a coward. Keep him a coward. Back to work! Go home! Yeah, I know, yeah, it doesn't matter if we're playing the POV, but it's fun. Whoopsie. Maybe not a coward? Maybe he's just all in on being the captor? Back to work! Go home! No. Okay. Let me see. This is where the flowchart will come in handy. So we want captured maiden. Let's have a look at the chart. Boopity boopity boo. I do love a flowchart. Flowchart, flowchart, flowchart. So we're looking for captured maiden. How do we... This flowchart is confusing my brain. Maybe the flowchart isn't the right route for me. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong bit, so I want captured for the maiden. Okay, yes, so we want, so for capture we want disloyal, possessive, possessive. Okay, okay, okay. That's probably one of the things we're missing. Disloyal, possessive, dutiful, antisocial. I don't think tyrant is needed. I don't think heroic is needed. Let's try that. You're the overlord! Back to work, underling! And we want her to go home. Okay, no, that didn't work. Ba-bum, bum, bum, bum. It's maiden POV. Okay, 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 okay. Sorry. All off apart from diplomatic hero and possessive overlord. Okay, thank you. Maiden time! Yeah, Dave, the thing is I wasn't looking at chat, and now I am. Don't you facepalm your Sambians at me. You're a maiden! Introduce yourself. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. Yay! Oh, it's her that's capturing me, not the underling. Okay. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you, so this is immediately after... Okay, yes, so the hero is dead. I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner! Had she really been lying to you all along? Is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? Is this the Yuri ending? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means. But there's no one left to save you. It means Yuri! You belong to the Overlord now. Yuri! I'll pop the link to the flowchart in the chat. It's a good flowchart. It's just not good for my brain. Captured maiden. Okay, we have one left. A letter flares down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter 2. Lost letter 2 says, "My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I opened up my very own theatre. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theatre could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it, wherever you are. Forever Yours Tragedy." Oh! Okay, so we have one ending left. It's the resigned hero ending, so it's hero point of view. And they do nothing as everything is consumed by flames. I'll try running through the hero and see what's missing. So we're gonna flee like a coward, so that ask the maiden what's going on. She wasn't captured. Whoopsie. Okay. So we need the maiden to go. So we need her to be obedient. So we meet her on the road. Flee like a coward. We're not covered in blood because we fled. But she's not. The maiden's not here. So we're missing. I think we're missing the antisocial for the queen, for the overlord. So let's put antisocial on. You're the hero. Flee like a coward. It's the maiden. Okay, okay, okay. We're on a good route. We believe her story. I think. We mucked up something there. Hang on. Flee like a coward. Believe her story because we're trusting. Do I need to turn off resolute, maybe? No, because we need her to run back to the castle. It's not the final ending, that's true. All off apart from this. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I see, I see. Let me skip 2 and try again. So, all off apart from disloyal. For the underling. And we're gonna flee like a coward. Oh no, we feel bad about that. We're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. And we're going to ask them to let you in, yep. Hello, please let me in. I love this gatekeeper, he's such a cutie patootie. I want him to have his own happy ending. They escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. They're so in love. Oh, I love her little blushy face. Ask the Maiden what's going on. She's like, I'm chill actually. We're allowed to leave, but then we see suspicious demons plotting. Talking about an assassination. And then we burn. So I think maybe we see her kill the underling. You look at the maiden, she's crying, hands clasped together in prayer to have faith in a time like this. You envy her. Oh no, I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad time. One last set of ads for the secret ending, yep. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpse, are all being consumed by flames. Resigned hero. A letter flutters down. You found lost letter number 1. We got all the letters. My love, it just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this, it's unreasonable, cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write. And I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more. And then maybe we could write a story together? I'm waiting for that day. Forever Yours Tragedy. So we need to be in the maiden point of view, right? For the true ending. And we need the hero to be diplomatic and trusting. The Overlord to be merciful? Sure, it's gotta be comedy, right? Any guide for which settings to get the maiden back on the true ending path? And we want the underling to be a coward, I think. Maiden we're going to be playing, so her settings we don't need to worry about. Trusting for the hero. Okay. Antisocial and merciful for the Overlord. Thank you. Disloyal for the underling. Thank you. Okay. You're a maiden. I shout for the hero to come save me. They don't. The demon's like, whoa, stop yelling. Obey her, we're gonna be obedient. We meet the hero. Hello, hero. And we're gonna grab the hero and run. Oh no, the demons are talking about assassinating her. Don't worry. Yeah, we will wait for the resulting ending once the ads kick in. Don't you worry. Oh, 4 seconds. You got it. Let's go to BRB. Why are Pokemon so hard to spell? Why do they hate me? Good job. Good job getting it, Dave. Good job. This isn't right, you think? What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? Welcome back from the break, lovely people. Just in case you are unaware, we are on our way to the final secret ending of Bad End Theater. Please enjoy. The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. Hello, Overlord. Hey, Key Patootie, I love you. You're my bestie. The Overlord follows. Yep. The underling. Oh no, the underling's bad. Everyone's doomed to burn to death. Oh no, unless... If only you'd ignored those demons before. You and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If only you pretended not to hear them. If you left as you were told, the Overlord would have been the only one killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you because you're the best girl. No matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord spares the underling. Will you all burn together? We will not. It can't end like this. I'm gonna save everyone. I'm gonna become a god. Wahaha. It's me. Oh, I still hate them all being on fire. It's so sad. Okay, it's okay. Okay, we can fix this. You boldly insert yourself into the story. Yay! Okay, and we're just gonna head to page 2, save, just in case. No, don't return to character select. What's going on? It's me, I'm Pitch Black. I've come to save you, my friends! You explain to the group that you've witnessed their many terrible intertwining fates, and now you're searching for the good end. Of course this makes no sense to any of them. Only the maiden understands your compassion. The maiden's seen the most shit out of anyone. My prayers have been answered. You must be... Nope. I'm just a guy. Uh-oh. And then I realize that the god of this has been tragedy all along. Which means they've got to be the true boss. Tragedy descends. Darkness envelops the party. You're alone in the darkness with tragedy. I'm sick of all these bad endings. Then frankly, you should have never come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. One more time. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Attack. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try that again. Attack. Ba 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 ba. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are. Behold my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed all 41 of my painstakingly crafted endings. You must be as much as a masochist as me. Hee hee. I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. Yeah, I'm kind of in love with all of them, but especially the Overlord. They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right, you came here to save them. You can't do this alone. We summon the hero. It's the hero. It's okay, hero. You'll be alright. Don't worry. Believe in me. We summon the maiden. Maiden, maiden, maiden. We summon the underling. I just love his little sprite where he's just like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I here? I love him. It's so cute. It's got so much personality. We summon the Overlord. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. It's okay. It's okay. We got this, gang. Can we solve the final puzzle? You bet we can. The Overlord's strength is ambition. She uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. The Underling's strength is his tenacity. Knock me down and I'll come back stronger. The Maiden's strength is, I think, hope. And the hero's strength is their will. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim towards the best possible futures. You'll unleash one final attack to destroy Tragedy once and for all. You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for Tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, Hero. Thank you, Maiden. Thank you, Underling. Thank you, Overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We destroyed you so to die already. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. My bad end theatre truly did contain a good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you all for so long. I want to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it? I wonder. I'm satisfied. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, okay, I'll be nice to him this time. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true end. Boop, 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 boop. We've got our Taylor. 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 He looks so perfect as a Taylor. Forgotten what his role was supposed to be. Hero. Taylor Hero. We've got the Underling. He's being so fast. Oh, different song. Oh no, it's not. I just missed the first two lines first time around. I still don't trust the fucking village elder. He's sus as hell. Oh, look at them in the tower! Girlfriend material. The letters! Boom, boom. Ba-dum-bum-ba-ba. Black Goat. That's a great patron name. Look, it's me standing in front of the theatre. Oh, wait. Searching for my lost love. Am I comedy? I've got to be comedy. Oh! I've got to be comedy, right? Oh. Your true end. Am I comedy? Am I the comedy? Am I the drama? Something's missing. Oh, you're still here? The curtain is closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. Bitch, no you're not. Get over here so I can smooch you. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell, after all. There is one more Ask Tragedy story. There's one more. Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater? Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in Tragedy's mask. Piece by piece it falls apart in your hands, revealing... I should have warned you, this might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear not another ending, but the truth? Tell me the truth. Alright, one last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons, or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out, to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl, girls loving girls! A running theme, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord, Yuri! It's canon. The two were inseparable, and for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. This is the reality for many. This pair was no different. This is actually hurting my heart, and I'm trying to funny haha my way through it, but I am in actual emotional deep pain right now, because if this is an actual real life experience from the author, then my heart is fucking breaking. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart, like... oh. We used to like the type of stories where love conquers all. Where the strength of your love will pull you through any hardship and everything is okay in the end. I lost her. And then I started this theater. But this story does have a happy ending. Huh? I was hoping to find you. It's you. It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You knew I never could resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I'd be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too. Now, truly, everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. We did it! We turned the bad end theater. It's closed! It's got a closed sign! It's closed! That's right, it was a Valentine's Day game all along. That's right, love is real. Love is real and it's contained within the pixels. Love is real and so are girls smooching. Not only was it a Valentine's game, but it was Yuri all the way down to its core. God, that was so fucking good. That was so good. Holy shit, I loved that. I loved that so much. That was so good. That was so good. I didn't expect so much. Like, there was so much I just didn't expect, because the Steam page is just like, everyone has a bad ending. And I was like, ooh, pixels are pretty. And instead, it hit me with the feelings. It hit me with the queer girls' love. That was so good. What the fuck? That was so good. That was so good. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. What the heck? What the heck? That was so good. I'm stun locked. I'm stun locked. That was incredible. That was incredible. I'm so happy that we managed to get through all of that in one session. That was so worth running over for. I'm so pleased that I finally got to play this. It's been on my backlog for ages. And I finally did it. And it turns out, so why are so many of my backlog games actually Yuri? We've had Helltaker, we've had Awaria. I don't think Helltaker was technically Yuri, but it was Yuri for me. Who cares? It was Yuri for me. I know there's a big buff guy in it, but he is just... He's Yuri for me as well. We had Awaria. And now Bad Eyed Theater. The Yuri is hiding in my unplayed games. The girl smooching has been hidden there this whole time. And this year we get to discover it. Oh, that was incredible. Thank you all so much for joining me on this wonderful, wonderful adventure. We found the good endings. We found the good endings. We saved the day. That was so good. That was so good, but it is well past Catgirl bedtime, so... We've seen all the endings. Literally every single possible ending is contained within this playthrough. We've done it all. Except, I do believe there's one more achievement for doing the reset. And it's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me to have to do the reset, but I think it's the only way to get the achievement, so y'all might as well just be there with me. Let me just check my achievements list. Okay, yeah, we have one achievement left. Total reset. Okay, so y'all can... Before we raid out, y'all can see this. You can see me do myself psychic damage. There's nothing more to see, my love, but if you'd like to reset, if you really want to experience everything all over again, I'm happy to oblige. Shall we begin the resetting process? Let's reset! Total reset. Final achievement. Your progress has been completely reset. Does that count as a bad ending? Well, just in case. Total reset ends. We did it! All the achievements! We did it! One last bad ending from my darling, my dear, my love. Have a great time at the raid. It's been wonderful seeing you all. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing week. Have an amazing time zone. I love you all so much. It is so good to have you here. I hope that you take this lovely, lovely energy forward with you into greatness. Do great things, prove love real, kiss some girls, do whatever your heart desires. And, you know, look after yourselves, that's the main thing. And just on the off chance you're watching on YouTube, you know, just in case. Do what I said about smooching girls, that's the key factor, but also you can like and subscribe if you want. If you like me nerding out about girls kissing and fun pixel games, you can like and subscribe if you like. But thank you for watching this whole thing. I hope you enjoyed this full playthrough. I had such a good time. Okay, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Ego, say bye. Okay, Ego says bye. Bye!